Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a celebrity inspired look, doing the look that JLo wore to the Billboard Awards. So I'm starting off with my Versali Rose Gold Elixir. I'm also dropping some on my pants, as you can see there, and then I'm just going to rub this in as my primer and my base, and I'm going to put some on my lips as well just to add some hydration. Then I'm testing out the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation for the first time. It's the first time I ever tried it in this video, and I've been wearing it since. And it smells like paint. If you can see my face, my reaction there, it just smelled so much like paint. And I asked you guys if you had the same experience as I did, and a lot of you did as well. Someone said theirs smelled like bananas. I'm like, can I get yours, please? Because mine smells like paint. And I'm also trying out this new product. It is from Milani. It is a concealer. As you will see, I actually went in with a different concealer after because I found this to be too sheer, and I just didn't like how it looked underneath my eyes, and Jennifer Lopez's makeup was quite highlighted underneath the eyes, so I found a concealer that did a better job at doing that, plus providing the coverage I wanted, because this did provide the brightness. It just really didn't do much for coverage. I was trying to use a bunch of new products for this video, and sometimes first impressions don't work out, so that was one of the times it didn't, so I had to correct that with a different concealer, and this is tried, tested, and true for me. It's the Joe Fresh Illuminating Concealer, and I use light medium, and it is quite brightening and illuminating for underneath the eyes, which I thought was perfect for this Jennifer Lopez look.
I used to walk these roads with you. Can't remember the last time I went without you.
Now I'm going to set my concealer and also set the rest of my face with this powder from Cover FX. It's their perfect setting powder, and I'm going to use it to bake on the areas where I had concealer, and then I'm just going to lightly press in the powder to the rest of my face with a sponge. I find the sponge really helps if you have dry skin, plus setting your face. It just does the best job at setting my face. It makes it look airbrushed. It also mattifies the skin initially, but it doesn't make it look dry. So I always like to mattify my skin, perfect it, before I go in and add any kind of illuminating properties. So that's what you're going to see here. And then we're going to bronze up the skin with the Alexis Ren bronzer. And I believe this is in Topaz, I think. I will leave it in the description box below. But I'm just using my e.l.f. brush to apply this to my face. And this is a very warm tone bronzer, but I thought it would look good for this look. So that's why I'm reaching for it for this. It was also one of my first times trying it out, and I really love it. But it only works when I have a tan, because otherwise it's much, much too warm for my skin tone. For my eyes, I'm going to go in with my Melt Cosmetics Dark Matter Stack, and I'm using the shade Blur, and I'm going to pop that into my crease, and I'm just rounding out my eye to get the shape I need. And then I realized that I can zoom in further than I'm normally used to. So we're going in to my face. Welcome to my face. We're nice and close, and I'm just going to pack that on to my crease, just gradually build it up till I get my desired intensity. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Making Mauves from the new Decca Scarlet palette, and I'm just going to put this in my crease as well. I kind of want to cool down the look slightly in the crease, just because I felt like Jennifer Lopez was wearing a much more chocolatey color, but you couldn't really tell what she was wearing from the pictures that I seen, so I kind of just improvised and did my own thing. So I really like how it turned out. I'm also going in with the ColourPop Cosmetics Super Shock Shadow in Birthday Girl, and I'm applying that all over my lid with a MAC 242 brush. That's my favorite brush to use with the ColourPop shadows. I'm also going to spray my brush with a little bit of setting spray. I'm just using the one from Gerard Cosmetics, the watermelon scented one. I'm just going to smooth over the lid where I got a little too much of that ColourPop shadow. I'm going to go back and fix it more later. JLo's liner really stood out to me in this look, so that's what I was really excited for recreating. I'm just using a pen liner on my top lid just to draw a line along my lash line. I'm not winging it out or anything, I'm just simply making a line and stopping at the end. And I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara. You can use anything. I'm using my Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill, but it really doesn't matter because we will be applying falsies for this look. When I saw JLo's makeup, I instantly thought of my Cocoa lashes in Goddess, so I picked those for this look, and I thought they were perfect. This look was all about the liner, so I'm going to go ahead and use a black pencil liner. I was trying out the ColourPop one, and it just wasn't dark enough for me. You will see it just didn't apply as much pigment on my lower waterline. It was fine for my upper. It just wasn't applying like I wanted it to on my lower, and I needed it really dark. So I went ahead and picked out my new Mark one that I've been testing out, which I absolutely love. I used that one in a first impression as well, but I fell in love with it because it reminds me of the consistency of my YSL waterproof, which is so good. The Mark one is obviously much cheaper than the YSL, and look, it just applies so much pigment to the waterline, and my waterline is pretty tricky and watery, as many people's are, and I don't have any issue applying that to my waterline, and it's waterproof. It will not budge. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my Dark Matter stack. I'm using the black in that stack, and I'm just going to smudge out that liner plus set it so that it doesn't smear all over my under eyes. Typically I contour with whatever bronzer I'm using, however that ColourPop one was much too warm tone, and I haven't used my Marc Jacobs one in a video yet, so I'm using that to contour my nose. It's literally my perfect color and tone for bronzer, and I really love how my nose contour has been turning out lately using it. And then for my blush, I'm using MAC Peaches, which is a staple blush for me. This isn't new, but I just thought it looked really similar to what JLo was wearing and complemented look really nicely. For highlight, I'm using the shade Gilded from the Decca Scarlet palette, and I couldn't see JLo wearing too much highlight, and this one looks pretty natural and just gives a glow to the skin, which was what I was going for. So that's what I decided to use for this look, and I really think it complemented the look nicely. For my lip combo, I'm using MAC Morning Coffee plus Smashbox Bad Bee. It's one of their new liquid lip pigments, and I absolutely love the formula and how this lip combo turned out. Then I'm just going to top off my lips with Butterfly Bling from MAC, and that's going to complete the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you want to see more celebrity inspired makeup looks, and I'll see you in my next video.